Okay.
My name's Richard. I'm a third year PR student.
He's a course rep as well.
I'm a course rep as well, and I'm going to talk to you about my dissertation. So the title of my dissertation is Celebrity Endorsement Overload, and basically means the world has become so saturated with celebrity endorsements now. Everything from baldness, hair cream, to Coke, to fruit. Everything's being celebrity endorsed. And what my research area is looking into is, does it depend on the celebrity and the credibility of that celebrity? Does that damage their career by doing, say, adverts for Iceland? Does that damage their future career in, say, different aspects of activity and work? So my objective to find out was basically to determine if an excess of endorsements detracts from what they actually became famous for, but also to look at why we believe celebrities actually endorse brands. Is it for money? Is it for self-value? But also to look at the what impacts credibility is having on the culture today. So there's so many celebrity endorsements out there. What is that having on the consumer? So I've looked at loads of research areas, so like journals, news articles, and websites. I've also interviewed celebrities who are well known for celebrity endorsements. So I've interviewed James Nesbitt, who did endorsements with Yellow Pages, Asda, Tesco. Also with Faye Ripley, who did the awful lottery effect with the Purple Pony a couple of years ago, and she got a lot of negative press from that. So she was a really good person to interview because she people in the public eye see that she's damaged her career, but it was essentially to interview them to find out why they did it and how do they believe they've damaged their career by doing so. But I've also asked, taking them through focus groups of asking the public what they think of credibility and what makes them credible, and also with people in the media. So the editor of Heat, Julian Linley, Lisa Burrow, who's the editor of Closer, just to give it a media perspective with the celebrity magazines and what they're having an effect on the public, having an effect on endorsements, and this big vicious circle that's going around. So I'm going to scale now with my methodology, which and what you have to take several routes to get your information. So I'm taking an exploratory approach, which is basically, it sounds very difficult, but it's not. It's just you explore. It gives you the opportunity to look into areas to ask questions such as where, what, how, but also looking at a phenomenon philosophy, which is basically looking at an area that's never been studied before, and sort of looking at this phenomenon that is celebrity culture, but also looking at different things like a deductive approach and qualitative research. Like I said, I've used qualitative research for through my media, such as focus groups, interviews, and interviews with the celebrity who's endorsed. So I give some advice. My advice is to start now, because I started in November and I'm just finishing now. It's now the end of April. I think it's a good opportunity now is to take my advice and start reading about things you're interested in. Pick something that you are interested in, because there's no point of getting something and you're not interested in because you just will have no motivation. I think you should start reading now and start thinking about some sort of question, hypothesis, and objectives, and sort of looking into the area and seeing if that area is good enough to research. And as soon as you get that, I think it's really easy, and then you can start sort of planning what areas you're going to discuss, and you'll be halfway there.
And you love journals in the library, don't you?
I love journals, but advice would be to go to the British Library and register there, because they've got a biggest, and they can get it for you within 2 days. Here it takes a little bit longer, but you can spend a full day in there and just get all the journals you need. And journals, people say journals like it's a word, like it's a really hard thing to find. If you've got a really good journal, you can just leapfrog from one journal to the next journal to the next journal on your topic. That's what I've done. I found about 6 or 7 just from one journal. And they're really easy to find, so I won't get too worried about them. So, but look for them now, I think.
Great, thanks a lot.